how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Big Tree Outdoors. I'm out here today in the Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest. Came out here to camp to get ready for a hike tomorrow, so stick around. It should be a good time. Alright guys, I'm at camp. I guess that's about it. I'm at camp. Got a little fire going. I probably could have done without a fire, but the mosquitoes are pretty ferocious even after loading up on some bug spray, so I'm going to keep it very small. My cooler is literally full of water, minus a few cans of seltzer, so that if I feel like the fire's getting too big or if the sparks are too much, I can just completely dump it. I'm not going to let it get, it's going to get a little bit bigger than that, but only enough so that if I put on a bigger stick, it can just kind of smolder and smoke to keep the mosquitoes out of here. But that's about it. Maybe, you know, enough to cook with, and that's going to be it for the fire. Yes, there was a lot of people out here today. A lot more than I thought there was going to be. Sometimes I'm surprised how few people there are, and then other times I'm surprised when I can't find a campsite. But I found one today, but it took a lot of looking, so alright, so I just got back a few minutes ago from the creek to wash up in, and it was awesome. Felt really good. It gets so dusty out on these roads that even like with the windows up, which they're almost never up, you still get like starting to feel all kind of dusty after driving on them for so long. But I really just wanted to get the bug spray off me. I loaded up on bug spray. I hate the way it makes me feel. So I wanted to get the bug spray off me once, you know, I had the fire going, and it was pretty much, it didn't seem like it was really doing much anyway. Thought about washing up in my cooler water, but I was thinking I might want that to cook, and if it was just kind of dirt and grime, I probably would have been okay with it. As gross as that sounds, if you're boiling it, you know, what's the big deal? But the bug spray in there was not something I want to eat. So, but probably going to have plenty of water otherwise, so I could have. But it was nice to go check out the creek again and just fill up and get some nice cold fresh water. So I bought some of this stuff, so organic coconut squash dal, yellow split peas with squash, spices, and creamy coconut milk, and some jasmine rice. I don't really feel like dealing with that, so I'm gonna have ramen. Those stuff won't be like super hard to clean up, but it'd be harder than ramen, and kind of just feel like some ramen, so that's what I'm making. I'm kind of looking forward to it. This isn't the best ramen I've ever had, but just like, I forget what the other one I had was called that I liked, there were like actual flavors that you could taste instead of just salty ramen flavor. So it's not my favorite one, but you know, there's like pieces of jalapenos in there that you can actually taste, and yeah, I can appreciate that. As a current ramen enthusiast, I can appreciate that. So, gonna do 2 packs. I think. I might actually just do 1 and then see if I'm still hungry after. But yeah, I'm enjoying this campsite. It's a nice site. Like I was saying earlier, it's pretty close to the trailhead, like maybe not even a 10-minute drive to the trailhead. It's kind of out of the way, so there's other people camping around, but I don't think anybody's coming back here. So yeah, I like this little site. It's pretty nice. The woods are pretty cool looking. There's plenty of firewood around. I'm not even gathering firewood. I'm just picking sticks up as I go. But yeah, I didn't really use that much water. I didn't realize a ramen used, like, maybe I put more in there than I really needed, but I feel like it's a lot of water for a ramen. But whatever, what are you going to do? I might have to make another trip to get more water tonight because I don't know that I'll mind cooking with this stuff, but if I'm not going to boil cooler water, I don't really want to ingest it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for dinner. After dinner, probably just going to hang out for a while till it's a little darker, and then hop in my tent and read for the rest of the night. I'm pretty excited to get through Game of Thrones because then I can start reading something else, and I really want to read Dune. So kind of want to read book one before the second movie comes out, and I might have to step up my reading game if I actually want that to happen, because I'm a pretty slow reader and I don't read that much, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, gonna get my ramen cooked up, relax for a while, and enjoy the forest. So it will update you when something interesting happens. Alright guys, finished my ramen. I was going to make a tea and hang out for a while, but these mosquitoes are ferocious. Sat here eating with the smoke blowing right on me for most of the time, and I was swatting mosquitoes the whole time. They're ferocious out here. Expect a few bugs when you're camping, but this is nuts. Put a sweatshirt on to help. It's not cold out, but whatever. It's mosquitoes. What are you gonna do? What I'm gonna do, got a little bit of water boiling up, just so I can shake the pot out and clean it before I put it away. Then I'm gonna hop in my tent and call it a night. Maybe grab a handful of M&Ms to bring with me, but I keep a thing of like paper towel rags in my car, so I'm going to wipe that out. Get those on the fire and burn, because they're just paper towels. Get everything put away and call it a night. So I'm going to douse the fire tonight. if I cook in the morning, which I'm going to make coffee, but if I cook anything else, I'm just going to use the solo stove. There's plenty of twigs around for that. So, we're going to get it going a little bit. Hopefully that got picked up. Hopefully that got picked up. That sounded close. Maybe I am going to let the fire smolder all night. I have no idea what that was. Did you guys hear that? Well, anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty much ready for bed, so there'll be a little more in the morning, but that's going to be it for tonight. Whoops, hopefully it didn't smother it. Morning, everybody. Got some water boiling up for some coffee. Got an oatmeal that's going to be ready to go once the water's ready. And then I'm going to just eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and head on out of here. So I wasn't really in that much of a rush. But the mosquitoes, man, they're ferocious here. It's been pretty rough with the mosquitoes. So they're kind of pushing me out of here, so I just want to kind of eat breakfast, pack up, and head. I'm kind of look like I'm bundled up here. It's not because it's cold, it's to help with the mosquitoes. So yeah, I'm gonna get my breakfast ready, get Cam packed up, and call it. The hike I'm doing, I think I mentioned before, is right up the trailhead's right up the road, so I don't have far to go. I do have a little bit of a longer hike today than I did last weekend, but it should also be an easier hike. I think I'm doing like, I think there's like 2,000 feet of elevation gain, and I'm doing like 1,500 of it in like a mile and a half. So yeah, that mile and a half will be pretty rugged, but you know, overall the hike shouldn't be too bad. So, and it looks like it's going to a pretty good area. Never been up there before. So it's the Goat Rocks Wilderness, and I was in Goat Rocks last weekend, but I was in a different area. So yeah, it'll be nice to check out a different area and yeah, hike a different trail. But gonna get my breakfast going, get my coffee going, and that's pretty much gonna do it. So a few M&Ms for breakfast never hurt anybody. Alright guys, I'm still on my first cup of coffee. I usually like to relax a little bit before tearing camp down, just to kind of enjoy the morning. But the mosquitoes are making it pretty difficult to enjoy anything right now. It's pretty rare that the bugs are so bad I start to get pissed off, but I'm kind of there. So I want to get out of here. I brought some extra instant coffee. So last trip I had some Trader Joe's instant coffee. The first cup went down really smooth. The second cup I wasn't the biggest fan of. So I brought some Starbucks and some Trader Joe's just so I can give the Trader Joe's another try. But I think what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to have a Trader Joe's instant coffee cold on the way because I don't want to hang out here anymore. So last night there was that animal that I heard, and hopefully the camera picked it up. But it was kind of freaky because it circled my camp twice before moving on, and then later in the night at like 1:30 I heard, I mean it was close enough that I could hear the footsteps instead of just rustling in the trees or whatever noise it was making. So the first time I heard it, it was down here, down that way. I was guessing by the river, and it slowly went up this way towards the road, circled all the way back around and was down, and there's kind of like holy shit, like a little meadow down there, and I heard it down by the meadow. It came all the way back around to over here, then all the way back down, and then all the way back up to the road, and that's when it sounded like it just started taking off that way. So you know, you're in the woods, hearing some animals is going to be a part of it, but it's always kind of freaky when it seems like they're interested in what you're doing. So it was kind of cool though. Like, I don't know what kind of animal it was, but when I heard the footsteps, it sounded like hooves, so it was probably like an elk or a deer or something. It sounded bigger than a deer, but so yeah, that was cool. Kind of freaky, you know. It's like this thing usually bed down right over here. So then I took its spot or something. I don't know, but I don't think it was a bear. It didn't sound like a bear, at least a bear that I'm aware of, but you know, I'm not really very good with that kind of shit, so. So anyway, we're gonna finish getting camp torn down and get on out of here. So I think this is gonna call it for this one. Stay tuned for the next one. It'll be a hike up in Goat Rocks Wilderness, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.